In the regular season, it was a Bryant 14-10 win at hhome against Binghamton that gave the Bulldogs just the inside edge to the 2 seed, although they both finished at 5-2 in America East play this year. Binghamton in their road greens, while Bryant in the home whites with black letters and numbers. Nathan Laliberte to take the opening draw for the Bulldogs, while it's Matthew Desouza to take the opening face-off for the Binghamton Bearcats. The winner to take on the number 4 seed UAlbany in the championship game on Saturday. This should be a dandy. 2 teams that have very little history between their programs, but both feel destined that they can win this America East crown. Laliberte won the ball backwards, but in a ground ball battle, he comes out of the pack with it. Nathan Laliberte, second in the conference in face-off percentage. A dangerous play as that trickled behind Tegan Alexander, the starting goalkeeper for Bryant. Laliberte and Desouza should be a big match team with 132 shots. They're going to try to set him up as often as they can. A whistle right off the face-off between Laliberte and Desouza. This time it's going the way of the Bearcats and Desouza, who's very dynamic off the draw. Desouza, with 4 points on the year as the face-off, he sits on that porch, which is bigger than most people's shooting areas, and can let it fly from anywhere. Ross has really revolutionized this Bryant attack. The former offensive coordinator in Smithfield. D'Souza and company come away with another Binghamton face-off win.
Unassisted at 11-14.
An unassisted goal for Goltz after Johnny Hackett assisted on that's his 46th of this season as a sophomore. And again, D'Souza earns the face-off win. So now 3 of the first 4 face-offs have gone the way of the Bearcats.
Scored by number 31, Matthew Keegan.
Beat Albany in their regular season finale 15-14. Bryant coming off a regular season finish in which they lost, dropping a decision 12-9 at Merrimack to finish their season. Coach Ross told me, yeah, we just didn't play well. Merrimack played really well. It's not that we underestimated them, we just didn't show up for that game, never really got into our rhythm. And so Bryant coming into the America East playoffs at 10-4, 5-2 in conference. Binghamton, same conference record, 5-2. Jacob Alexander takes that draw. So after Nathan Laliberte, who's taken the majority of the faceoffs this year for Bryant, they go to Alexander, the senior, who wins 50% of his faceoffs. And he gets the quick win against Desouza. Now, so both teams have gone into their depth chart on the faceoff. This time, Alexander has his second faceoff win.
Goal scored by number 19, Ethan Nsenga.
Around the sideline on his first goal of the playoffs.
Goal scored unassisted by number 4, John Tomczak. Time of the goal, 16 seconds.
Connor Whalen.
Unassisted at 16 seconds.
Alexander got tripped up. And we're tied at 4 through 15 minutes. Bryant and Binghamton both scoring the line. Of course, UAlbany, the historic powerhouse of this conference, but they are playing the underdog this season as the 4 seed. Whoever wins this game would be favored as they both beat UAlbany in the regular season. Off the face-off, possession awarded to Bryant. Now 5 face-off wins each out of 10 total taken. Everything has been even to this point between these two. Aiden Goltz leading the way with 3 goals for the Bulldogs. 1 goal late in the first from Josh Tomczak. And Johnny Hackett cruises downhill. Man, he is quick. This is Goltz. He's got a short stick on him. Gonna love this matchup. They show him his offensive breakdown that frees up Goltz. Now 4 Goltz goals on 5 shots.
Scored unassisted by number 34, Aiden Goltz.
Well, Bryant now out-shooting Binghamton 14-6.
Unassisted at 14-25.
The Bulldogs taking care of the rock on offense and getting it to their hot hands. Desouza went early. Jacob Alexander has come in and steadied the ship at the Faceoff X. He's now won all 6 faceoffs he's taken. It's such a high clip right now. Alexander and Desouza. And Desouza finally gets the best of Jacob Alexander. Jacob Alexander had won all 6 faceoffs. A quick faceoff win for Ross Chazanow. He dishes. Keegan has it, and he answers. Keegan off balance. It doesn't matter. There's some of the firepower that Binghamton possesses. Chazanow, the dynamic Fogo, right off the draw, starts the attack, and Keegan has his second goal. These two teams have both traded leads. That was a good look at the Keegan off-balance finish. Just maneuvering by one defender and enough strength to sneak it over Alexander. Here's Jacob Alexander. Now he starts it quickly, and he answers. Jacob Alexander. Bryant back up 2. 3 goals in the span of about 30 seconds. Maybe even less than that. Officially 3 goals in 13 seconds. That was from long range for Jacob Alexander. The senior has his second goal of the year. With 5:35 remaining in the second, Timmy Hackett scored to put Bryant up 2. Binghamton then answered quickly with Keegan 7 seconds later. 6 seconds after that, it was Jacob Alexander who puts Bryant back up 2.
At 5:28 for Binghamton.
Already as many goals in game 2 as we saw in the entirety of the first semifinal game. And an important goal for Binghamton. And Matthew Desouza wins the draw. He's dynamic off these face-offs, but backs it out. Between Chazanow and Desouza, the pair have 9 points on the year as the face-offs. And Binghamton have cut the 3-goal deficit to 1. Desouza wins it against Alexander. So now it's the Binghamton face-off duo starting to build a rhythm. And it's Alexander who is starting to struggle at the face-off X. Will they go back to Nathan Laliberte? The Binghamton offense have scored 3 out of halftime, and it's a tie game. But right off the face-off, Bryant wins it with Jacob Alexander. And here goes Connor Whalen, his shot wide.
Time of the goal, 5 minutes, 17 seconds.
Well done by Groninger to back up the play. Out of the media break, we'll see what adjustment. They've led for the majority. The lead growing as large as 3. Jacob Alexander went early. It's a face-off win for Desouza. The trip to the America East Championship on the line. I'm Brian McLaughlin. Happy to have you with us. Nathan Laliberte back in the game to take the face-off for Bryant to begin the 4th, going against Matthew Desouza of Binghamton. And it's a Binghamton face-off win. The Bearcats trailing by 1. They had 2 early 1-goal leads. Bryant led by 3 at the half. Binghamton stormed out of the half. Counts for O'Hara. Laliberte wins the face-off.
His second of the game by number 18, Quinn O'Hara.
2 goals on the day for O'Hara.
The assist to number 19, Ethan Nsinga.
And now Nsinga putting together a big-time
The time of the goal,
semifinal performance.
17
It's the 4th point for Nsinga on the assist. 3 goals for Nsinga. A 4-point evening. He's a very steady performer, having scored in 13 of their 14 games played on the year. But Bryant's offense can go back to work, both since halftime And a quick face-off win. Jacob Alexander. Goltz bobbled it, and the advantage is lost for Bryant.
McMahon. The assist to number 22, Johnny Hackett. The time of the goal, 12 minutes.
Bulldogs respond. It's a hold, this time going against Alexander. The Bulldogs on the face-off. And now Binghamton pushes forward with a sense of urgency.
The time of the goal, 9 minutes, 10 seconds. Druin unassisted at 9:10.
His first goal of the day. Or, excuse me, that's number 2 for Adams on the evening. A massive face-off. Laliberte against Desouza. And Binghamton win it.
Goal, 1 minute, 21 seconds. Adams unassisted at 1:21.
And a timeout taken by the Bearcats.
Timeout called by Binghamton.
It's the Binghamton bench that are bouncing. They're within 1.